What is going on, YouTube? Northeast Ohio sports cards. Back to talk a little Starstock. Wanted to dive in here. They've recently made quite a few updates to the platform, actually. I wanted to touch on just a couple of them. And one, I think, could be a game changer. Not a game changer is probably too strong of a word. Let's call it an area of opportunity. God, I sound like I'm in a work meeting. So let's shift our paradigms. Before we get into it, YouTube stuff down below. Like, comment, sub, all that jazz. Market Movers links are down there. Starstock coupon code still live down there for the I get 10, you get 10, we all get 10 thing. Let's dive in here. So the first thing that they've done, which is not the primary focus of this video, is they've added vintage. So like there's Jordan rookies on Starstock now. I really think Starstock is trying to shift the narrative. I mentioned this a couple weeks ago when they added the ingestion fee for sending them raw cards. I think they are trying to shift the narrative of them being the flea market of all your random Prism draft picks cards to we want to primarily deal with graded cards, which I get. It would be a lot simpler for their business platform. I think there's still going to be a primary basis for a lot of raw stuff. Don't get me wrong, but they want to deal in slightly higher end stuff than 15-cent LaMelo Ball Prism draft stuff. So, they added that fee. They're now taking quote unquote vintage rookies, basically GOATs. There's Kobe stuff on there. There's Jordan stuff on there. There's the Bird Magic card on there. There's all sorts of stuff on there. I didn't really dig in the prices. They do sealed wax now, all that stuff. But shortly after that update, they added in a new fast pass system for graded cards. So if you send in a graded card, they will upload it within 1 week. If you pull a graded card, buy it, and then you want to send it home, they will send it home within 7 days. I can attest to this. It is working as intended. So I recently purchased one I had, and if I had the camera up, I would show you guys and girls, but I don't right now. I purchased a Cody Bellinger 2017 Topps Chrome Update PSA 10 a while ago, and it just wasn't selling on there. There's a bunch of card shows coming up, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to send that home and, throw that in the bag as some ammo to potentially, use in a trade or maybe sell or whatever. The other thing I picked up was the night Ohtani went crazy. There was a pink Topps Chrome refractor on Starstock for around $300. I think it was 300 even, actually. And this is where I think this is the purpose of this video, is to talk about these arbitrage opportunities. They had shot up on eBay to almost $400, over $400 in some cases, $450. They've come back down a little bit now. They're like $375, $400. And this one was sitting on Starstock for $300. And I pounced on it. Like I said before, I love Ohtani. I think he's a great talent. I don't necessarily want to hold on to him for long term. But I saw that sitting on there, while on eBay they're flying at 400, and this is just sitting on Starstock at 300. Starstock seems slow to move prices on graded cards. I don't know if people just forget about it or what. So I bought it and I had it shipped home. I put the request in the Monday after that Sunday night baseball game, which was not, I don't know when you guys and girls are going to hear this, but needless to say, I got the cards exactly 1 week later. I requested them on Monday morning. The following Monday, they were in my mailbox. So it took a week from the request and the shipping. Their office is in New York, I believe. I live in Ohio, so it's not a terribly cross-country trip or anything crazy. Terribly far distance. But yeah, I have them in my hand right now. They're literally in my hand right now. And I got to say, not to steal like Elite Co 3's, tag phrase. This pink Ohtani, it's got some nice shine to it. Really does. I'm very tempted to just hold on to it, but I know better. So I'm going to see if I could trade it. There's a couple card shows coming up. Actually, tomorrow is a brand new one in Canton, Ohio. I mentioned it in the video yesterday. that I'm very interested in the checkout. But that's the reason I sent these home, because I wanted to take them there to use as trade bait / sell bait at the show to potentially trade into, something nicer to, grease the works, whatever. And I just did some digging around, and within 5 minutes, I saw some other opportunities, and I actually made a play on something else. And I do feel like I'm buying high on this. I got a little caught up on the hype. This was not, I don't know, maybe it is a smart buy, maybe it's not, I don't know. But I got it cheaper than the current going market price. But I do think it's a bad time to be buying Acuna. You're basically buying into the peak. But I got a little fast and loose with Starstock money sometimes, because it's basically all one big giant free roll. So sometimes I don't make the best purchase decisions because it's not actually coming out of my PayPal balance or like my checking account or going on my credit card or whatever to pay off at the end of the month. So get a little reckless sometimes. I purchased an Acuna First Bowman Chrome PSA 10. These have been going for $470. Market Movers has it at $475 right now. This is on 4/13, the evening of 4/13. You guys and girls will be hearing this in a couple days from the time of this recording, future people. And they've been regularly selling between $475, $500. On Starstock, one was sitting at $439. I think I got it for. I'll tell you in a second. Where did I? Right there. Bought $439. This is me. Right here. While I'm watching eBay auctions just fly at $475, $480, $490, $500, $470, that upper $400 to $500 area. This is not like a terribly high pop count card. 5,800 of them. It's not small, but it's not like, baseball or basketball levels. So I grabbed it. This is where I think this really can change the game. If they can maintain the fast shipping home of cards, I think it's going to be the first place I go to look to buy something. Like if I'm in the market for a new slab, I'm going to go to Starstock first. Here's why. In a lot of cases, stuff is cheaper. This is still cheaper. And this is days later now. These you can see in Market Movers. This is sitting at $475 average sale price. And like I said, you can look at 130 point. I've seen, actually, if I look at detailed results here, they might be in there. Yeah. $499, $499, $490, $469, $430, $450, $470, $465, $490, $500. These are all since from the 11th to the 12th. So this is probably going to bump up again. Market Movers takes the averages and mixes them all together to kind of level things out a little bit, which I actually like. So you can see these things are regularly going for upwards of almost $500 in some cases. Let's go over to Starstock right now. Like I said, I'm recording this Tuesday night. I'm recording this Tuesday night to go up Friday morning when you guys and girls are watching this. So these prices might not still be relevant, but the point is that you can find stuff like this all the time. Like I said, I literally spent 5 minutes and I found 2 just in one player. Now I did look around for some other ones. I didn't find other ones, but you can find them, especially players that have recently seen big price increases. So, plenty of sales data backs up that this is around a $500 card. I could come on the Starstock right now. There is one listed for $445. There are 2 listed for $450. And there is 1 listed for $475. And I can get them shipped home in a week. Shipping's like $5. Here's the other part that's great. And this, I guess, will vary slightly depending on your state. But in Ohio, I have like a 6.5% sales tax if I buy on eBay. I don't have that on Starstock. So you're telling me, so say I'm in the market for an Acuna First Bowman Chrome. All right. Fire up I'll hit it right now. First sale on eBay. What do we got? Buy it now. Lowest price first. All right, here we go. $485, $493, $499, $500, $500, and a bunch of $500 ones. Do we have anything ending at auction anytime soon? Let's look. Ending soonest. There you go. 425 ending in 26 minutes. All right. So, I mean, I'll run under the assumption that this ends up selling for higher than this. We'll find out. I'll throw this on the watch list, see what happens. So you could bid on this one for 425. So let's say you bid 430 on it. Okay. Now tack on 7 or 8% sales tax, depending on where you live. This has free shipping on it. And that's assuming that this ends up going for 430. I doubt that it does. Maybe I'll wait until this ends and then clip this in to the video here. We'll see. All right. I waited for the auction to end. Popping back in here real quick, inserting this quick clip. The auction ended at $480. So you could buy this. If I bought one of this card, I'd have to buy this for $480. It's free shipping, but I figured taxes would cost me another $30 to $35 on this in sales tax. So I would be looking at about $510, $515 if I bought this card. Or I could go over to Starstock and have it for $444. I save, what is that? That's $65, $70 almost. I save $70 by buying it on here as opposed to this. Like, you could do a lot of damage with $70. I don't know about you guys and girls, but you could do a lot of damage with $70. This is the whole point. This is a perfect example playing out in real time of how someone just spent, once again, depending on your sales tax in your area, $70 more than they had to, even without sales tax. It's still almost $40 more, 30 without, factoring in shipping, about $30 more, assuming you don't have to pay sales tax. But if you do, that's a hell of a deal. All right, back into the rest of the video. I can come over here to Starstock right now. $440 for $5 to ship it home, no sales tax. We'll see where this ends up at, which one ends up being the better deal. But if you just want one instantly, you didn't want to mess around with an auction, the cheapest thing you're looking at on there is $485 plus $5 shipping. So shipping cancels it out. And if you live in a state that you have to pay sales tax, anywhere from 6 to 8% sales tax on top of that, which on a $400 card is not nothing. Whereas over here, I could just buy it for $444 and I'm done. I don't have to ship it home if I don't want to. Here's the thing. Starstock, at least right now, is not super liquid on mid-tier and up graded cards. That's the reason I sent the Bellinger home. I had it sitting there at market value and it just kind of never sold. Most of the buyers on Starstock right now are playing I don't want to say the penny stock game, but they're living more in that realm, which is fine. You can make a great profit on there. I have turned into a really nice Starstock portfolio doing stuff like that. But I think Starstock's trying to shift the narrative a little bit. And I could see them becoming the go-to place for graded cards. I mean, this just makes a ton of sense. If you want this Acuna, I could buy it here and probably end up with it cheaper. If I want to ship it home, I can. If I just want to have it sit in Starstock, that's fine. As long as I know that they can hit that fast pass time and get it home to me in 7 days, I could just let it sit there. I could post it up for $550 or whatever. If it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And then if I want to get it home, I could send it home. If I know I have a card show coming up in 2 weeks and I know that they're pretty good about sending on time and I can rely on that, 2 weeks before the card show, you could just say, okay, ship this home and a bunch of other stuff and send her home. As long as it's graded cards, that's the thing. Ungraded cards, a whole different ball game. They're backed up to high hell. But graded cards, they're relatively on time right now. So they're my go-to now for buying. My hope is that Starstock continues to gain traction, because if I could sell slabs there, that would be amazing. One, it's a much smaller fee compared to eBay's 13%, but the biggest thing is no returns, no shipping, no nothing. The transaction is instant and then you are done. You walk away. It is over. The money is in your account. No more sweating every email that you get from eBay or PayPal about a potential return or issue. If the market corrects or whatever, doesn't matter. I sold Tatis Chromes on there for $500 before the prices tanked on those. This was before the injury, but just because he got overinflated from signing the contract. If that was an eBay sale, I'm still in the window with him hurting his shoulder that I could have potentially got hit with a return for those. Not saying that everyone would do that, but that was a $500 card. Now it's a $340 card, $340 card. If that was eBay, I'd be sweating that for another 10 days or so until that window closed on the return policy. So the peace of mind of that is great. Now, like I said, graded cards aren't super liquid on there. eBay still gets all the eyeballs. It is what it is. Everyone complains about them. They still get all the eyeballs. I am really hoping the narrative shifts on that. And like I said, myself personally, I am now going to Starstock first to check prices and compare it to what's going on eBay and see if I could get it cheaper. Because, if I don't have to deal with sales tax and I could get the card, like I said, here's another example that I pulled. Here's Acuna's Topps Chrome going for $325 on Starstock and a PSA 10. And this is just the buy it now price. Don't forget, you can make offers. There's an open offer out here for $300 from someone. A seller could accept that. Clearly they haven't, so they probably don't want to take $300 for it. But you can just throw an offer out there if you want for, a couple hours and see if someone bites. You might be able to get it even cheaper than this. This card right here, currently, Acuna, is going for around, the ending average is $350. So I'm saving $25 off the purchase price, and I'm not paying sales tax. And if I don't ship it home, I'm not paying shipping. And, eBay purchases, who knows? Some charge you shipping, some don't. Here's a $399, $400. Here's a $335. So this one with shipping would be very comparable to this, but this is still going to be cheaper with sales tax when you factor that in. $329, but $4 shipping. But once again, sales tax. So you got to kind of do the math, but you could find opportunities like this. And sometimes, it's not going to be every single card. Don't think that this is like a free money bonanza, but a lot of times you could find undervalued stuff sitting there, like I did with the Ohtani, or like I think I did with this Bowman Chrome. At least look there, at least check. All you got to do is deposit some cash via PayPal into your Starstock account, and then you can just buy it if it's something that you want to send home. And like I said, there's plenty of stuff that's overpriced on there. Don't get me wrong, but it's just another angle that you could find. And if they can hit that expedited shipping on the Fast Pass stuff for graded cards, I really think that's a game changer. Like I said, I bought that on a Sunday, put the request in first thing Monday morning, boom, in my hands the following Monday. So now I have it to take to the card. There's 2 card shows, Saturday in Canton, Sunday in Strongsville, Ohio. I'm planning on going to both of them. And now I have, ammo in the clip to potentially make some plays on something if I see it at the show. If I don't, I'll just throw it up on eBay. Stuff is still more liquid on eBay from a selling perspective, just because it gets the eyeballs. But from a buying perspective, I'm going to Starstock to check first for anything. That'll be my go-to from now on for a first purchase. And then, hopefully more people get that mindset like me, and then maybe cards become more liquid on there. And in theory, if people aren't being greedy bastards, you should really price things on Starstock slightly cheaper, because you're not getting hit with the 10% or 13% eBay fee. And you don't have to deal with shipping. You have no shipping costs. No bubble mailers, no post office, no insurance, no sweating the delivery because it's bounced back and forth from the regional distribution center to the other regional distribution center 16 times, and it went east instead of west. And then the email saying package was delivered, but the buyer saying, I never actually got it. Really, you should be willing to take a little bit less. I really hope Starstock continues to grow. I know they just had a big round of funding, but from a buying and selling perspective, it is just it's so easy. It is so easy. I really want the platform to catch on. So I'm going to keep talking about it. I think if they could figure everything out. I know they're really backed up with ingesting raw cards right now and sending raw cards home. I get it. But at least for graded stuff, they seem to have it figured out. And I really hope it continues. Because like I said, from a buying and selling standpoint, it is a wonderful experience, even with shipping stuff home. Like I said, this is my first time shipping cards home, and I could not be happier with it. So let me know what you guys and girls think in the comments down below. Upcoming stuff. I don't think there's going to be a video tomorrow morning. There might be. We'll see. If something happened or happens, maybe I'll post something. But Saturday morning, I have the Canton Card Show. It's a brand new one, first time, so I will be at that. It's being run by Rated Rips on Instagram. A lot of new vendors. I'm kind of excited about this one, just to see some fresh inventory. Maybe I'll do a live Saturday afternoon if the card show goes good. I am hoping to record at this card show as well, so there'll be, quote unquote vlog footage some point in time, probably early next week. And then I am also planning on attending the Strongsville show on Sunday. That one was pretty good last time I went to it, up in Strongsville, Ohio, just southwest of Cleveland. So I will be attending that one on Sunday, also hoping to record on that one. And once again, we'll have the Sunday morning show and all that jazz. So you guys and girls have a wonderful weekend. We will catch you on the next one. Peace.